Vice President JD Vance makes a trip to California following a series of recent anti-ICE protests. During his Friday visit, Vance toured a multi-agency federal joint operations center, met with leadership and Marines, and spoke briefly with the press. The vice president spoke on the decision to take command of California's National Guard and direct them to Los Angeles to quell the violence. Vance said that the move wasn't something the White House wanted to do, but if California officials aren't going to fulfill their obligations, then the federal government is forced to step up.
If you enforce your own laws, and if you protect federal law enforcement, we're not going to send in the National Guard because it's unnecessary. But if you let violent rioters burn great American cities to the ground, then of course we're going to send federal law enforcement in to protect the people the president was elected to protect.
The vice president said that the government has a responsibility to enforce the law, protect its citizens, and protect federal property, in addition to the obligation to protect the personnel that fulfill those responsibilities. And Vance says those law enforcement officers are under attack.
Oftentimes, you have far-left agitators who are posting the names, the addresses, even the family members of some of our law enforcement in an effort to harass them, antagonize them, and even threaten their lives.
Vance made sure to thank America's law enforcement officers for facing these challenges and working on behalf of American citizens despite them. The vice president also clarified the priorities in the White House's immigration policy, with recent outcry over restaurant and agricultural ICE raids even receiving sympathy from the president.
If you've come here illegally, the policy of the Trump administration is that you shouldn't be here. You should go back and then come through proper channels if you so desire. But the president has also said that he wants to focus our critical and short supply law enforcement resources on going after the really bad guys, on the violent criminals, on the rapists, on the drug cartel members.
Vance concluded the briefing by chastising Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor Karen Bass, calling their treatment of law enforcement officers disgraceful, and reaffirming the White House's appreciation and support for those keeping our communities safe. Max Herman, One American News.
Looking for news that actually tells the truth, not just the headlines they want you to hear? Then it's time to sign up for OAN Live. It's your go-to source for unfiltered news, sharp debate, and 5 hard-hitting political talk shows, including my show, Real America with Dan Ball. You can watch live anytime, anywhere. No noise, no nonsense, just real reporting and bold conversations that matter to you and your family. You can sign up for OAN Live now to see the truth unfold, and you can catch Real America every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just go to live.onn.com. Again, that's live.onn.com and sign up today and start watching every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern.